sick of putting fires out. I'll let them burn to the ground. Or is there a better way for you to realize we need to change? I wish happiness was frozen. Thaw it out, take it like it's a vitamin. Take a pill for the pain, ibuprofen. Headache, heartbreaks are starting again. But better get to running, our time is running out. Oh honey, I'm in doubt. But baby, just say something, silence is too loud. Where's the love when I'm around? Ooh, but better get to running, better get to running, better get to running. The time is running out. Better get to running, our time is running out. Oh honey, I'm in doubt. But baby, just say something, your silence is too loud. Where's the love when I'm around? But better get to running, better get to running, better get to running. The time is running out.
Keep it above 50, ayy. 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 My lord, oh my God, keep it above 50, ayy. You ain't gotta with me, but keep it above 50, ayy. Keep it above 50, ayy. But keep it above 50, ayy.
What is up, chat? How we doing, guys? How we doing? It's a big night. And by big night, I mean it's kind of like a filler type of evening, not gonna lie. Kind of a filler evening, not gonna lie. Dude, I am like dying here, okay? I am trying. By the way, camera works now. Light dead. Need a charge. Light dead charging right now. Okay, I don't know why I said that like a caveman, but I'm very tired because I can't really drink energy drinks on stimulants, okay? I'm drinking an energy drink right now, okay? But it has been busy business, and it is now Friday once again. That is very good to see. I have heard tell. Yeah, your heart will explode. My heart's not exploding, okay? This is like, 200 milligrams? I think I should be good. I think it should be good. This is my first one all day. You know, it's I'm reaching that like I'm kind of tired point. I also ate some food, you know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I've while we're waiting for people to like trickle in, I've been watching The Pit. I didn't think I would like the show because I was worried it was gonna be like that 911 show where everybody's like going, "Oh my god," and staring at the meteors crashing into LA. No, 200 milligrams of caffeine. That I don't drink anything that isn't sugar free. But I was worried that The Pit was gonna be like those shows where like I need 250 cc's of mouse bites. Not I know people are like having this moment with Dr. House, like they like the show. I don't particularly like that procedural, right? I don't mind a procedural, but I also have to feel like a procedural is going somewhere, right? Like Lucifer was nice because every now and again there'd be a plot that moved forward, and that you need that, right? And then it got taken over by Netflix, and it was just a completely different TV show. But The Pit is like, so the pitch of the show is this: one season of The Pit is one shift in a city's ER, right? And I was like thinking, I'm like, I got a lot of friends that work in medicine. Maybe it'll be interesting, blah, blah, blah. Maybe this will be sick. Maybe this will be good. I've been seeing people talk about it. And it's really fucking good. It's really fucking good. It every now and again, Mod Cat, he says to me, he's like, you should have gone to like medical school, and he like mogs me with his paycheck. And I'm like, and I always was like, nah. But I gotta be honest, it looks like it's kind of fun to be an ER doctor. It actually looks really like sad and like mentally taxing and kind of traumatizing and harrowing. But like, there's something really cool about like how the show shoots these scenes, right? Because from what I've read about the show is that it's a much more accurate depiction of what the job is like, right? And the way that it's filmed, it's very like fast paced. There's always something happening. There's always somebody going through like something, right? And it never stops. And that's really interesting. And when they get somebody in for like a cardiac arrest, which by the way, a cardiac arrest happens like every fucking 20 to 30 minutes in the show. The point of the matter is that you should take care of your heart health. But it's very cool to see the hospital staff all work together. They're speaking a completely other language. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, okay? And as they're talking about all this like medical stuff, I need like fucking blah blah blah, this blah 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 blah, right? And all this shit is going on as they like save someone who's having like cardiac arrest, right? And I'm like, that's really neat how they like execute on something so quickly. Like obviously you have to execute on something like that very quickly, right? And it's like, okay, well that's what makes something like that job interesting. That's what had me gravitate. I mean, outside of a few other things, but that's like one of the fun things about film is that when things happen on set, you need to execute perfectly. But the thing is, when you fuck up on film sets, you could just reset. If you fuck up and somebody's having a heart attack, they die. So the bit is interesting because, one of those patients or one of those employees or families in it, Noah Wild's mom is a nurse, which is why he takes extra care with those characters. They have so much yaoi about this show on Tumblr too. It's crazy. That's insane, and I don't know where you are getting that from. Where is the pit yaoi even happening? That's crazy. They make the old guy and young guy kiss. That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild. Dr. Robbie and the med student, that's crazy. This is a crazy one that Fauci just sent me an example of this apparently. Hold on. Thank you, Yowie doctors, for saving me. I'm not gay. Wait a second, that's Animal. That's Animal. God. There's like one medical intern on the staff in the pit who's like awful. And if you've seen the show, you know who she is. She's like the worst person ever. She's like the example of one of those sociopaths who becomes a nurse, right? And then as I'm watching the show, I have to keep remembering, oh, every episode is an hour of their shift. So, like, this lady is racking up nothing but, like, hatred in her heart. And she's been at the job for 7 hours. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. This is fucking insane. I cannot believe that this is the thing. This is an awful pairing. As somebody who's seen the show, the idea of, what's his name? Whitaker? The farm boy. The one that the piece of shit calls Huckleberry. And Dr. Robbie, having them as a pair is insane. It's insane. I don't think people watch shows anymore. I think the entire process of being a fan of a show is saying you're a fan of the show and then just engaging with it on social media. This is an insane yaoi ship. Right? Like, his entire character is being, like, nervous. Like, that's it. Oh, shit. That's funny. That's funny. Yaoi shipping is the hallmark of every fan base. It depends. It depends. Not everything is yaoi, but there's many yaois. Pit enjoyer LARP is crazy. Yeah, the concept of being a pit enjoyer but like LARPing it is bananas. So there's a few things that we gotta get into with the Faithful Sheriff this evening. Faithful Sheriff, aka the Christian Peanut, aka Dr. Witnesser, is the topic for tonight's show. Okay. And yeah, so if you're unfamiliar with this character, Dr. Witnesser, aka the Faithful Sheriff, is multiple things. And the reason he's multiple things is because he's a homunculus of a man. Actually, he's a skinwalker. I think a skinwalker is a more appropriate, not degenerative, not expletive. It's a descriptor, but negative. There's a word. It's at the tip of my tongue. Pejorative. God, I'm cooked. Yeah, so submissive Christian burnt peanut. Yes. Bold of you to assume that regular burnt peanut isn't all of those things. Derogatory. Yeah, derogatory works too. Pejorative was the word I was looking for. But so big high level stuff. This guy, his whole thing is being a I'm going to come up with a word for these people now because it comes up so much. So I need like just a descriptive word. Hold on, I'm thinking. Yeah, I guess the best way to describe them is American evangelicals. This is really not a way to explain them. American evangelical chair crusaders. He's being a chair crusader. You can be a chair crusader of any denomination of religion, but in particular, there's been a resurgence of new American evangelical chair crusaders. Are we all on the same page with that descriptor? Do I need to use it? Do I need to define that term? Right? Borderline McCarthyist chud cells. That's like that's actually somebody's activation phrase is what that is. But yeah, we get it. Right? So that's what the faithful sheriff is. He and his entire brand is that he goes on to Fortnite or Arc Raiders and he tries to spread the gospel. So I don't know if you've ever played Fortnite quads, but that's like 30 minutes of your evening. And if somebody's on VoIP, you're trapped in a room with that person for the next 30 minutes as you try to get a victory royale. And the concept of this is that he has 30 free minutes of your uninterrupted attention, or until you die, to accept Christ into your life. So he will go, and basically the reality of his content is that he goes into pubs and then he tries to debate rape children into believing in Christ, and more often than not loses. So there's many a clip on his TikTok of him getting absolutely felted by 10-year-olds who read the Quran and not the Bible. I should mention Islam, Judaism, and Christianity are all Abrahamic religions. It's like if you're a Christian, someone who's Islamic is your cousin, okay? Somebody who is Jewish is your cousin. Now, if you're a new American evangelical, you don't believe that. And how much you like those other religions is based on your 12-year-old cartoon perception of what you think that person looks like. So they like Jewish people more, but like them less than other evangelicals. But what they really hate is people who are worship Islam, okay, are in Islam, because they are brown. It's an intersection of these things, and one terrible opinion justifies the other, right? So that's what not the burnt peanut. I'm gonna keep calling him the burnt peanut because he looks like fucking the burnt peanut. But that's what the fucking faithful sheriff is, right? That's what his whole shtick is that he just goes and he gets felted. He was originally called Dr. Witnesser, and Dr. Witnesser was just him without any changes to his like look. It was just his fat ass in a chair, as his wife worked a regular job. Many such cases. But then Dr. Disrespect got exposed, And after that, being Dr. Witnesser, and this is something that is important about the Faithful Sheriff, is that his entire persona is based off of who his favorite streamer is. Dr. Disrespect gets completely blackballed from society. I can't be Dr. Disrespect anymore, but I have a new favorite streamer. My new favorite streamer is the Burnt Peanut. So I've rebranded now, and he has lore. He has lore. His lore is that the Burnt Peanut cursed him and turned him into a peanut, which high-level meta game here. The reason he became a peanut is because he's being harassed because people know what he looks like. Now, there's plenty of pictures of his face out there. Him becoming a peanut doesn't undo that. It doesn't undo that at all. But that is why he became the Faithful Sheriff, okay? Is because he was getting, like, swatted and, like, all this other stuff. Yeah, there are clips of his face on Twitter. Yeah, it doesn't undo anything. The only difference between the Faithful Sheriff era and the Dr. Witnesser era is that he's probably not wearing a shirt with buttons anymore. He looks like he belongs in an Arby's ad. So true. Yeah, he's a human teen Tumblr's blog as they're going through fandoms. Yes. But he's basically just trying to cover his own ass, right? That's that. I think there's also something to be said about how he's probably intentionally trying to get mixed up in people's minds, because I thought they were the same person for a minute. I am going to accidentally call him the Burnt Peanut many times, but just know that the Faithful Sheriff is a different legume. The Faithful Sheriff is a different legume than the Burnt Peanut, okay? They're both nuts in the planter's container, but one of them has salt. Dude, I can't wait. I need to watch the Kino Casino clip later. So since this time of the Faithful Sheriff, I should also mention we have also introduced the Atheist Almond. The Atheist Almond is here. I need some Jewish legume to enter the equation. You know, let's get all of them. Let's get all of them. I want one of every variety. Okay. We're really just, to be clear, this is basically just remaking the annoying orange from Principles, right? Like, y'all aren't ready for Hindu hazelnut? There's a Hindu hazelnut? Agnostic almond? No, there can't be an agnostic almond. There's already an atheist almond. Atheist almond is real, okay? Yes, there is an atheist almond. I'm not sure about Hindu hazelnut, so there's that. Protestant pistachio, that's beautiful. Buddhist bean. Oh shit. So there is an internet versus video because apparently the Faithful Sheriff and Gaming for Hope had some kind of interaction. Gaming for Hope is like this fat idiot who's like, I'm gonna go big style in Overwatch. I'm not 100% caught up on him. I just know that that's like a chud topic, and he's covered that character many a times. Yeah, shout out to Connor for replacing Josh. It's not like Josh was getting behind the wheel anytime soon, right? Wicca Cashew.
Only being platinum. Now, some online trolled him for this decision, but specifically he got into a beef with another self-described Christian content creator, the Faithful Sheriff, who has his own content.
All of these guys, by the way, aren't like really any of these things. Catholic cashew. Catholic cashew makes it, not gonna lie. Guys, the problem with this is that if we say these things enough, there's a good chance we will this person to existence.
Controversy and past. Gaming for Hope said that Faithful Sheriff is not a real Christian and he would never collab with him, causing the sheriff to reply online multiple times.
Dude, you know what's funny about this though is that this is such a Christian thing. Like, Christian power scaling is like a real beef between denominations. I know that sounds like stupid, but I do think like the evangelicals specifically are very prone to power scaling it.
Bonds, saying Gaming for Hope is an agent of Satan. A private call also got leaked of the Faithful Sheriff in his Discord server, where in it he talks about how he got ratioed by Gaming for Hope and says it's just easy to hate on him right now. There's lots to get into, so let's just jump in. Welcome,
Pagan
the
Pecan
Internet versus Gaming for Hope and the Faithful Sheriff. It starts when Gamer for Hope posts this clip on his TikTok account.
I'm leaving my 9 to 5 to play more Overwatch. I know many of you are surprised because
I'm leaving my 9 to 5 to play more Overwatch. I don't know in what universe. I feel like this. Okay, I have a lot of comments about this, right? This is like the worst market to like be leaving your day job, right? Like, this is bad. You know, like, this is bad just from like a pure economics standpoint. Like, I don't even need to know anything about this guy to say that that's a dumb decision, right?
that I had already.
But then Overwatch? Who cares about Overwatch anymore? I mean, there's that one character, what is she? Is she a Latina? She looks Latina. She has a Latina vibe to her. But that's it.
Done that. No, I have a family to feed and provide for.
Semitic sesame.
And I wouldn't have been able to do that up until recently. That's why I only play Overwatch for like 10 to 12 hours a week. I wouldn't do that if I was full-time. Using some of the other time outside of just playing the game was to create this content. So like,
dare I say it, he's too old to make it pro, okay? This is literally like grandpa trying to join the NBA.
Could eventually build up to where we are now. And I am blessed beyond measure to say that I am earning more from doing this than I was with my 9 to 5 before.
Where were you working? The fucking produce department?
Took the time to enjoy the extra income and prepare ourselves financially over the last couple of months, and it's time.
I gotta be honest, you need like some serious, you need a true wife to support you becoming unemployed. To support you making the decision to be unemployed.
Wouldn't have gotten to this point if it weren't for you, my incredible fan base. Of course, I'm aware of the channels that are out there that have funneled people over.
Oh, she's okay. So apparently she's Indian. I didn't know that. Okay, she's Indian.
Many of them were just outright fictitiously representing me in their.
Yeah, wife is his mom. There's a lot of guys who, when they say they want a mommy GF, they actually just want a woman to do their dishes and literally be their mother.
Content. It's fine because people came to fact check them and decided to stay because they were lied to by these other channels. And now I have an even more deeply dedicated fan base because of it.
And I Am Gavin replies, quitting your job to be hardsuck Platt, with a thumbnail that Gaming for Hope is on and the caption, the Hitler of Platt. Gurks Han says, bros are threatening us with more content. The Devil Heisenberg says,
I haven't watched any Internet Versus content in like a million years. So this is really funny to me because just the concept of like reading somebody be roasted. I cannot even begin to tell you the generational wealth that Bo Black's left on the table. It is actually crazy. Anytime I look at one of these things, I'm like, this is such an embarrassing mistake to make.
your content made me delete Overwatch in fear that you would be in my games. Shalumpa says, does anyone actually f with this guy? And Mel replies, no, we do not f with Trump supporters and people who support stripping minorities of their rights. And Mew Johnson replies, you gotta appreciate him for whatever he means to you. Even if that means you get a kick out of the memes and slander, which everybody does because it's hella funny. You're still with him for what he adds to your life. I think it's funny to meme on him, so in that way I f with him. He brings the community together by missing grabs, having realizations, etc. Where would we be without him? He adds joy to my life. Then he posts the same clip on Twitter with the caption, "It's finally time to send it." And Coach Mills quotes the post by saying, "Y'all really hate watch this man to a dream job." Ending
Yeah, that is actually what seems to be happening, not gonna lie, damn.
For Hope replies, "Real." And Coach Mills says, "Congrats, man. As a person with a wife and kids myself, I know that struggle to balance passion with paying the bills, and the lucky few of us get to combine both." Cruz replies to the original clip posted on Twitter by saying, "So you were making more money streaming than at your 9 to 5? What's the point of quitting if you could do both?"
That's so true. That is so true. I'm sorry, I don't want to just be reacting, but that's a very obvious point, right? I feel like there's almost like a diminishing returns. I don't know. There's something like really mentally taxing about just working from home, right? Like I am definitely busier than I've ever been in my entire life, and my work-life balance is miserable, and that is affecting my mental health. But like my mental health is bad in a different way, if that makes sense, right? It's like more manageable because when the sun hits my skin, I stop thinking about wanting to play in traffic for a little bit. But if I'm inside all day, I become like a master at what it would be like to one-shot myself at Frogger.
If you were still generating income, wouldn't it make sense to keep the job just to get the extra money? And Gaiman replies, "I had two choices. A, continue working a job that, while flexible, I didn't thoroughly enjoy and make a certain amount per hour. B, do more of something I love that makes the same or more per hour invested and make the same or more money overall in the month." Hopefully that clarifies it. Naughty replied,
I would need to make double whatever my salary is to justify leaving my day job for content creation. And double is still playing it very conservatively, I'd say, because this is the type of job with like very little very little downtime.
"Now that you're full-time, you should work with more creators. The Faithful Sheriff is a Christian Overwatch content creator. I'd love to see you guys play." And David says, "The dude has no business calling himself a Christian. I won't be collaborating with him." And the Faithful Sheriff replies, "The fact you even said that proves you're..."
So I wanna work through the mental game here, right? Gaming for Hope is like, I think the Faithful Sheriff is a bad Christian. Faithful Sheriff's only response to that is, I am actually such a good Christian that anybody saying I'm a bad Christian is actually an agent of Satan.
"An agent of Satan, buddy." And number one Shrimp Farmer says, "Faithful Chud Nuts and Gaming for Hope beef."
Like I don't even know. Like I feel like Gaming for Hope's statement wasn't enough to justify such outrage from the Faithful Sheriff. like you could be mad that he's like, you're not as good of a Christian as you think you are, but for you to be like, actually that's actually because you work for the devil, is like, what evidence do you have for that? What's the background on that prognosis, dude?
Diesel it only quit my day job for content creation at 100 million subs.
Okay, well, yeah, but you have like a really good paying job with like benefits probably, okay?
Booster Real replies to Faithful Sheriff by saying, "It's funny that you call him an agent of Satan when you make a living going after little kids and pushing your morals on them through video games. You copy the biggest streamers of the moment to make it easier to manipulate them. Nasty work." Niche quotes Gaiman for Hope's post about the Faithful Sheriff with this screenshot in the caption, "His beef with him runs deep too, oh my god." And it's a screenshot from Gaiman for Hope's channel with a video from 5 years ago and 250 views titled "Dr. Witnesser, a Bad Example." And Dr. Witnesser is what the Faithful Sheriff used to go by. Faithful Sheriff then quote tweets Gaiman for Hope by saying, "This guy literally believes that you don't have to obey God's law, and that if you do, you're trying to work your way to heaven, and that's works-based salvation. Satan didn't follow God's law, and he says you don't have to either. It's a satanic doctrine that leads people away from God." It's quite literally the definition of a false Christian. For those of you
So this is like the dichotomy between doing good works versus following like the very specific beliefs of a sect of Christianity, right? So this is like the and this is something that I talked about on my previous Faithful Sheriff thing, right? Like where his to break down what this belief is like, right? If you are a very devout Muslim who spends your free time volunteering for the homeless and gives the clothes off your back to those in need and has lived a life of charity and kindness and love, you would still be an agent of Satan because you did not accept Christ into your life as the savior and follow the Christian equivalent of Sharia law.
you who are actually interested in knowing why we still need to follow God's law, here is a study guide on the issue attaching this link. And he replies showing that Gaming for Hope has blocked him, saying he blocked me. Blake replies with this screenshot on the caption, this you.
Wow, that's really fucking bad. What the fuck? What? Oh. Chat. I have a new poll for us. We're going to do a little poll right now. We're going to do a little poll. I got a question to ask you, chat. All right. Here we go. I'm very curious to see where this one lands. What's gonna happen for, like, only fellas are allowed to answer this, or those of you with wieners, okay? I need to know. But Diesel, I don't have a dick. I am a cis woman. Yeah, I mean, most don't get a choice. That's true. Girlies, you would be naturally uncut. That's true, I guess. We'll see where that leads in a little bit.
The Faithful Sheriff saying, react with scissors if circumcised. React with umbrella if uncircumcised.
Why would he even ask this question? Is this real? Is this another fake one? There's a lot of fake messages of the Faithful Sheriff out there.
And Faithful says, no, it's not actually. That's not what my name looks like in Discord, and it's...
I like how I just instantly believe that. I have such, like... I do not believe anything from the Faithful Sheriff.
Well known you can change your name to match someone else's. Try to use your brain a little more. Duke Nagito says, stop making me defend Gaming for Hope, but you're genuinely a worthless ant under him. And Check No Phones replies, stop making me defend Gaming for Hope. Dude's just bad at Overwatch. And Duke Nagito said, he's had other controversies that I honestly forgot about, but he's the guy in this image. And it's a screenshot from a video by Gaming for Hope where he's addressing the controversies, and someone captions it, how does it get this bad, bro? And there's different timestamps in the video, such as neglecting my children, anti-LGBTQIA+, KKK member, unemployed, grooming
Connor just said it with his whole chest, but he was quoting it.
my wife, responding to Apply's video, calibrating my goals, and conclusion and final thoughts. And Check No Phone says, did you even watch the video? If you were in the space when people first started talking about him, people were just saying about him because it was funny to hate on him, dog. Believe it or not, he's not a member of the KKK or a... And Duke says, okay, why are you actually ride or dying for this?
Yeah, ladies, if you have a man, answer for him. Ladies in the chat, run to your nearest man right now. Well, you would probably know this answer, but demand an answer from him this instant.
Dude, why are you like trying to call me out for being a fake fan, dude? I made a fucking joke. You must be fun to hang out with. And Drow says, nobody is ride or dying Gaming for Hope. You're just blatantly lying, and when you get called a liar, you say it's a joke. Just brain dead. Jojo Josiah posts the same screenshot that we looked at earlier about the scissor or umbrella and captions it. So like, at what point is the government getting involved to close down this Discord server, and Faithful Sheriff replies, I don't know how many times I've told you idiots that that's not my name in Discord. Anyone can make their name someone else's name. It's common knowledge. You're an idiot if you believe this was actually me. This is what my name looks like on Discord, showing his name being blue. And Jojo Josiah says, this reply proves you're an agent of Satan.
The problem with the Faithful Sheriff is that he's very easy to manipulate, okay? He's very easy to debate.
Buddy. Faithful Sheriff also tweets out the original screenshot I gave him for Hope's reply.
Okay, so let's go a little further.
That Latinoid tweets out this screenshot with the caption, I'm crying, bro. It's from Faithful Sheriff's stream, where Corandria says, Sheriff, don't worry about these stupid violent people. And involved, we all standing up for him.
Okay, so this is his beef with Gaming for Hope, right? This happened. But then there's also some other stuff, right? And this person basically published some alleged allegations about the Faithful Sheriff, okay? We are going to take these with a massive grain of salt because many things around Gaming for Hope, or not Gaming for Hope, the Faithful Sheriff, seem to be manipulated in some way. Really? 62% of you are uncut? 62% of you are uncut? Or is this like one of those things where the gender skew in the chat is affecting this? Is this like a gender skew thing in the chat? That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. The poll's fake as fuck. It's no way. I don't believe that. If you're American, isn't it normal for you to get circumcised, right? Like, that's the thing. I am mad that I got circumcised. I wish I had a choice in that. They didn't ask the baby Diesel what he would want, dude. I am uncut cause Balkans. Damn, that's crazy. The Balkans. All right. So there's this account, and it's called Concrete Drinker, because of course it is. It says, the Faithful Sheriff sees it fit to assign minors to moderate in his Discord server, exposing them to explicit material such as gore and scat pornographic. So here's why people troll the Faithful Sheriff quite a bit. So they'll go into his Discord server and post heinous material. Okay? Heinous material. And so a mod of the Faithful Sheriff Discord server may be exposed to such heinous things more often than the average Discord mod. Okay? Bro, I just sat down to eat. Well, I'm not going to be like... it's not like we're eating the poop. What's more Christian than child labor? Anyway, here's a mod. Hello, Outlaws. There's a way to talk in here without spending a single cent, probably. Assuming you can see this. If you have Amazon Prime subscription, you can go on Twitch and link the accounts to gain access to a free monthly Twitch subscription called a Prime Sub. If you use this to subscribe to the Sheriff's Twitch page by selecting subscribe and blah, 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 you can talk and chat. Oh, yeah, I'm a minor. I'm 17, by the way. There's the mod. Minor mod. Fun fact, John Kellogg, literally John Cereal, popularized circumcision in America because he thought cereal and circumcision would reduce jork in it. I can tell you that that's a lie, okay? That's a lie. I do be jorking it quite a bit. Fuck, did I run out of energy drink already? That was fast. Holy shit, it did not even register in my brain that I drank it all. So faithful. Here's the atheist almond, by the way. All right. This person was banned and is no longer in the Discord. We had no idea they were a minor until they said something. Vetting of mods is now way more strict. That wasn't like one of the first things you asked. This should be like literally one of the first things you ask. It's one of the first things I ask. There's no scat or pornographic materials posted in my Discord. And if anyone's caught doing so, they get immediately banned. This person is posting blatant lies about the Discord. Anyway, with that, they also have a Faithful Sheriff Discord call that was leaked. So we are going to take a listen to that. All right. It's supposed to be damning to Mr. the Faithful Sheriff. Now, whether or not it is remains to be seen. Okay. But apparently he was bitching and moaning about the Gaming for Hope stuff. So this is why the Gaming for Hope stuff is important. Because apparently he just uses his Discord server as free therapy. Because no pastor would want to speak to this troglodyte, you know?
He's the one that said something on X. I didn't say anything.
By the way, anybody who calls it X should be hit with a fucking cast iron frying pan. It's called Twitter.
I
just don't get it.
I just responded to what he said. And
I feel like we need. Do you guys want? Here we go. I'll put something on the screen for you guys. I know you all get, very easily distracted. I'll help you out. Don't worry. I'm an ADHD friendly streamer. Okay. I won't do train crashes again, because you guys were like molding the train. Wait a second. This was pretty cool. What? Wow, that looks really bad. Holy shit, that was funny. Let's see. Roblox car crash compilation. There we go.
yeah, back in 2020 when I was
By the way, these are recreations of real car crashes, so technically these are pretty bad.
getting started with the Dr. Minster stuff, someone showed me like 4 tweets he did from 2020, and those tweets were also completely negative and bad. So
yeah.
based on what he said, he mentioned legalism, which is a common thing Christians who believe that once saved, always saved, meaning that you just have to say you believe in Jesus and you're saved. Like you're like, oh, I'm saved. I've said this prayer. I believe in Jesus. Now I'm saved, and nothing I can do will ever cause me.
Just to be clear, I do not believe that was the argument he brought up on Twitter. So I don't even know why he's discussing this right now, because the argument on Twitter was about works versus following the letter of the Bible. So he's just like, this is a different thing. He's just bringing up a different thing.
Lose my salvation. And that's basically, that's what the once saved, always saved crowd is. And anybody who says otherwise is a legalist. And that's what he said in his 2020.
A legalist. Interesting. Man who knows about the age of consent laws is a legalist? Hmm?
Tweets that I was like full of legalism, blah blah blah, and I had said
I can't hear you over the chips I'm eating. Have you ever thought of chewing quieter?
Tweet yesterday that this guy believes this, and it's like one of the false gospels that Paul warned us about, and like, it's not just faith alone. It's actually faith plus obedience equals your faith. You know what I mean? It's not
faith plus obedience. This is like when they brought about like the intersectionality conversation with racism, like racism is prejudice plus power.
It's not like one or the other. It's like, oh no, you don't have to obey God's law. Oh, it's just all about faith. Oh wait, you can't. It's all about faith, or you can obey the law, but you don't need faith. Like, no, you can't have one without the other.
Yeah,
And I think,
I feel like this kind of have to go together for it to really mean anything.
well, yeah, I mean, Paul.
Now, to be clear, his entire Discord is filled with people trying to A-log the shit out of him. So anytime somebody is like agreeing with him, they're actually trying to placate him because he's a massive fucking idiot.
And I know some of you may not believe in this. I mean, I get that, but I'm just saying the context to what I was saying to Gaming for Hope was like, this guy believes that false gospel, like, and he's calling me. He's saying I don't have a right to call myself a Christian, which is insane. Like, if you watch my content and like, do I get in scuffs with people? Like, do I like sometimes argue? Do I have
Yes.
fun with people? Like,
It is not fun. You're like a massive piece of shit about it, actually.
You just have fun. I fell into your whole thing.
like, what was it was it Monday's, was it yesterday's stream where the guy was like calling me black, and I was like, oh, I could say the N-word then because I'm black.
I don't think you can actually say that. I don't think you can. I don't think if you get labeled as black by a stranger that you could say the N-word. I don't know. I don't know.
And the other guy was like, like, that's and
Messing
people
with people
Guys, I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun. Can he, Chad, does he get the pass?
not inherently
Yeah,
non-Christian.
I hope he does say the N-word in front of someone and gets his shit kicked in. Bro, he doesn't leave his house. Okay? Guys, you gotta understand, every time you see a chud on the internet, they don't go into real life. They don't walk outside amongst us, okay? Granted, I am probably exposed to a way higher density of LGBTQ and genderqueer people because of the business I run, but... So, in Gaming for Hope, a sect of evangelical, it's literally gospel that you can be accepted into heaven at the pearly gates if you say you accept God. This is why Christians never agree. Oh, okay. So this is actually like a power scaling argument?
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what they're like. Oh, I can't believe you said that. You're not a Christian. It's
Diesel,
like,
make a poll. Can he say it? No, well, he can't say it.
I'm having fun. I'm like having a conversation with somebody. We're having fun. We're laughing. Like, I can't be a person and be Christian at the same time. Like, come on.
I think just people just looking for things to be mad at. Like, they don't ever have
Exactly
like
what it is.
that tweet you replied to on Twitter, the one with like reactive something. I forgot what it was. Where it's just obviously
like
fake.
or something.
Yeah.
Someone's
just
posting
obviously faked.
Yeah, someone's posting. Oh, the reactions circumcised it.
5 billion years Black Dungeon with Bubba.
Dude, yeah, Hotep came down and he said if a white devil says the N-word, then he gets sent to the dungeon for 5 billion years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I keep posting that it's not me, and nobody is like.
No, the reason. Listen, guy, you're gonna see. This is what's so great about the Faithful Sheriff. Okay, this is what I love about him, right? Because he is so like, for you and me, chat. For you and me, we know that when some guy shows up in the chat and they say something that is clearly meant to antagonize me, that if I were to respond to it, then I would be giving them what they want. I have learned that that is somebody trying to troll me, okay? Right? I have learned that. He can't seem to understand it as a conceptual idea. He responds to Super Mega. He responds to every other person. He can't help it.
People are not caring and they don't believe.
I just don't get it. It's so obviously fake.
They do. I think they know it's fake. They're just either choosing to believe it or they just know it's gonna like.
I think they think it's
gonna
funnier
get
if
to
they
you.
think you said it. I think that's what it is.
Well, the thing is like, there's the option of not responding to anybody like ever.
You shouldn't. You should. Every time you respond to somebody, you make content like this. Like I get to go make money off of you doing something that is like learn this day one.
Yeah.
But then you, like, and that's what I would
Who are
typically.
these people glazing him? Well, like one or more of these people in this call right now are gay opping him. So like I was saying for chat earlier, Q, is that like he is being A-logged to all hell and they are placating him to get him to open up.
Do, but then you get supporters who are like, "Did you really say that?"
What did I got supporters? I got supporters. No, those are trolls, bro. Those are trolls. You're like sitting at like 13 viewers a stream, and then everybody who's watching you on TikTok is roasting you in the comments. You don't have fans. You have haters.
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean. So it's like, do I never respond to it, or do I defend myself and then let it go? You know what I mean? Like
The way I kind of look at it, like all publicity is good publicity, you know?
Well, that imagine, yeah, all publicity is good publicity until you're the Christian peanut who's apparently getting penis pictures drawn of your peanut.
that's
Yeah, well,
that's some.
I would like to see Lio Convoy go to fight the faithful sheriff. I would love to see that. I think Lio would win. I think Lio has actually read the Bible and the faithful sheriff has not.
I used to think that way, and I still kind of do, but my wife really does not agree with that. She's like, no,
Yeah.
but I think
My wife. Well, it's nice to know that the missus is actually encouraging your bad behaviors, but you know that's not really dismissing you. We can't have that until Lio fights Tactical Templar. There's another one of those people that's like a new American evangelical chair crusader. Cause like I was like, could you imagine for a second Tactical Templar ever taking up arms for his cause? Cause I can't. Cause let's be real, none of these guys do. Okay? It's all like sitting in a chair, LARPing, pretending that you're gonna be raiding the Holy Land with a sword, okay? Like, you're not. You work a dead-end job in rural America, okay? Where the means of the ability for you to move up in society have been stripped away from you by the billionaire class, who, by the way, are not religious, and every time they say they do, they are lying, okay? To get you to think that it's the brown guy down the street.
I think you can get to a point in your career where it doesn't matter what you do, people are going to believe what they want.
Yeah.
And so say I'm only streaming to like 200 plus people every stream. And what if it gets to like 500 average? And then what if it gets to like 1,000 average?
What if I get famous, guys? What if people cared what I had to say?
There's going to be way more people involved in like on social media, and I am not going to be able to contain or control the narrative people have about me on a daily basis. I just can't. The only thing I can do is to just keep doing me, like keep streaming, keep posting my content. If people find it fun or funny and or engaged,
What if people listen to me like Asmongold? I could be the next Asmongold.
if they like it, then great. If they don't, then oh well. Like I can't keep playing defense. I just cannot keep up with, because it's you versus like thousands, and like even at this point hundreds of thousands, because I get like 20 plus million views on my stuff a month. So
like what's the thing now about the faithful sheriff? Oh, I put it in the thumbnail. Right? So there is a rumor and or joke about the faithful sheriff right now that he has a fart fetish, okay? That because of some clips that he has posted, okay? Because of the clips that he has posted, people are assuming that the faithful sheriff, that was a really bad car accident in Roblox just now. But people are assuming that he has a fart fetish. And I have seen so many like pictures of him bouncing, the peanut bouncing on big black penis as fart gas goes everywhere. There's like tons of fart gas peanut pictures. Okay. And at some point, I just feel like that's real. Poppy OF win. You know, I had somebody asked me when I was gonna start an OF in real life, and I said, I don't know, man. Something really bad would need to happen for that. You've seen it? Yeah, because when I scroll Twitter with my own eyes, okay, people reply to the faithful sheriff with like a peanut bouncing on it, okay? I have done ASMR, but it's on a secret channel.
It's like hundreds of thousands of people.
I haven't done it in a while though. I've been busy. I haven't been able to record that kind of stuff for myself.
So I can't combat that by myself, and I can't. You know, people are gonna if they see my videos and they like my content, they're gonna come watch. And if the people posting about this other crap, if they don't see that in the stream, then they'll know that it was just crap, that it was fake. Like people are just making it up.
Yeah, I'd say just don't even let what they're saying get you at all, because it's obviously
I'm just trying to think about where this conversation is happening, because like, is the faithful sheriff spending his valuable free time? Actually, he's not employed. What am I saying? He has nothing but free time.
A lot of people know.
Peanut fart porn is not something I wanted to know existed. There are things that I have seen that... You know, I saw a picture recently on twitter.com, aka X Everything app, and it was a Warframe concept artist. And they drew a picture of RC from the Transformers. And you can fill in the rest.
It's fake. They're just choosing to believe it because they think it's funnier.
Yeah, like they're gaming for hope.
TMZ just announced that Clavicular is autistic. I mean, I feel like we all already knew that, right?
Like he commented that about me.
He literally started it, so he didn't do anything wrong.
He got like I don't know, it's probably up to 5,000, 6,000 likes by now, and people are like, "Oh, look at all the likes he's got." It's like because he's hopping on the "it's popular to hate the faithful sheriff" bandwagon.
Oh yeah, it's popular to hate that. Listen, I might have started covering you because other people were talking about how cringe you are. But you are the exact kind of annoying person that somebody like me would cover anyway. You aren't special. You're just the character this week. And so if you hate on me, you're gonna be popular now. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna respond like this because I know people. No. Faithful Sheriff, don't get it twisted. I'm not a Gaming for Hope fan now, okay? And this isn't helping his career. Him dogging on you does not make him good at Overwatch. All right? In no universe is he going to be able to pay the bills on Faithful Sheriff hate tweets. I know people will like this if I say this. Now, me on the other hand. I mean, yeah. Okay.
The silver lining to it. Sorry for interrupting, Sheriff, but the silver lining to it all is he's bringing them into your chat and your stream and your videos, and you're like making the ad revenue from it. Like they're coming in and they like I always love that argument where it's like, look, I'm being owned, but I'm making the money. Am I not? They're unintentionally giving you like an income. You're making like cents on the dollar, dude. You really need donos and subs and all that shit for fucking streaming, but whatever. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
I just say keep doing what you're doing because we like you.
It's the same thing with on TikTok. Is I keep posting the videos and like you see the
boss, you should absolutely mog Gaming for Hope and become a world-class Valorant player. KJ, you and I both know that's not happening, okay? Hal can't yell at me enough to make me hit my shots. Comments, and it's like 95% hate comments, but these people are literally paying my bills. Like the haters are literally paying my bills for me. It's hilarious
and when you look at it from the other end, it's like, hey guys, thanks for paying my bills for your hate. You know, it's like appreciate it. I mean, I know this is controversial, and some of you may not like this streamer, but Dr. Disrespect was the same. Started off the same way. People really hated him for how like his character. Like he's playing a character. Obviously, the Faithful Sheriff is a character, but it's a lot of me in the character because like.
He's committing the sin of legumery. I don't think you should be comparing yourself to Dr. Disrespect. That's the thing, Chad. That's the thing, is that he thinks he is those guys. He thinks he's Himothy. That's the true sin of the Faithful Sheriff, aka Dr. Witnesser, is as follows. The true sin is his hubris. Now, if I had a Bible quote on standby, I would be able to say it right now, but I'm sure there's one about it.
You know,
sometimes
a
sheriff in real life.
What?
Yo, you're talking about a sheriff in real life.
Oh, yeah, obviously. But so my point is that he, most of me is in like the character of the Faithful Sheriff. The stuff that's not in the character is like my mannerisms and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, or that's not me. Is some of the mannerisms. Obviously, I'd take them from, you know, other stuff and inspiration and whatnot. You know, comedies I watch or whatever. Anyways, but like. He was really, and still is hated, but he was really hated to start off, and then he like, you know, he's been at it for like 10 years, but it started off the same way for him. Is people hated his guts, and it was the hate that actually.
Listen, Diesel, play Warframe. The new one is literally someone's goth, thick tattoo artist girlfriend fantasy. She has a sexy amount of tummy, Diesel. She fits the ratio. One of you donated that anonymously, and it is so funny that that one was anonymous. I can't even lie. It is so funny that that one was anonymous, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, man. I mean, who sent it? Don't be afraid. No, I don't. I like it being a secret. I like it being a secret. Anonymous knows ball, for real. Anonymous knows ball. That is so fucking funny. That's so true, though. Like, I need me a big bitch who can eat a quarter pounder with cheese, brother. All right? I need to know that my progeny will be safe through the winter. For real, for real. On God. Axis, it was me. Don't say it was you, Axis. Never beaten the allegations, okay? I'm gonna choose to believe it wasn't you. It was me, Barry. I don't believe you now. I don't believe you because that feels like it was too obvious that it was you. It almost feels like I'm flanderizing you, okay? It feels like I'm flanderizing you.
He exposed his streaming career to other people that actually liked his content. And this is kind of the same thing that's happening to me is this whole I could not grow on Twitter.
The use of, dude, just the way it was written is so fucking Ernest Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway of chat's, not gonna lie. I'd like to know what a sexy amount of tummy is. So, you know when they be wearing like jeans, but like it's just like a little tight, you know? Like that's pretty gas, not gonna lie.
Twitter. And I was like, this sucks. I hate growing on Twitter. I hate interacting on Twitter. And the thing that brought a lot of people to the
Ernest Gooning way
was from when a couple Twitter posts went viral. And then like that's when the stream like super took off. Like I was streaming to like, you know,
Diesel monologuing on stream. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Gooner bait off the shoulder of ACC. I wrote on the back of streams beams glittering in the dark the Senate gate. All these things gone, like low cows in the rain.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I kind of hate that bastardization of Asimov does kind of sound like some dumb bullshit I'd say on stream. You know, like whenever I do one of those Unk back in my day type monologues where I talk about the world that was and how it's gone. I hate how accurate that is. I hate how accurate that is. Oh my god, that was Philip K. Dick. Yeah, you're right. I said Isaac Asimov. I'm fucking Felton. Was it Philip K. Dick? Yeah, no, it was Philip K. Dick. I haven't read Android's Dream of Electric Sheep since like high school. God. That's fucking funny. Yeah, I was gonna say he did call it Twitter now. It was me. I had to... Guys, when you put something in as anonymous, the point of... I know it's from Blade Runner, but I'm talking about the original written piece.
On Twitter, and suddenly y'all are flooding me. Like, it's like, jeez.
Yeah, you get so much exposure on Twitter. Like, it's insane.
It never used to be that way, though. Like, I would post clip after clip, and only a couple people would see it. And the thing is that the first tweet that went viral, like really, like recently, was the like before this takeoff happened, was because I've been posting 8 videos on TikTok since September.
Yeah,
like,
an anonymous donation is like Banksy. You're like making a work of art, you know? You're trying to clip farm is what you're trying to do with that.
A day.
Yeah.
So like I've been growing the TikTok audience, but hardly anybody was coming over to Twitch. And it just slowly...
I keep meaning to make TikToks and shorts for Diesel IRL. I've just been so busy. That's the thing too. I also want to make like... I'm just like, this is where I am these days. Because I feel like I've made my standards too high on FPS Diesel. I've been like wanting to make videos here on Diesel IRL. But I just haven't had time. And that's really fucking frustrating.
Kept coming and coming and coming, and then one day
did you see Banksy outed as a rotund milky white chud? Yeah,
I dropped the going live thing on it was a Wednesday.
Find a sweatshop worker to do it for free. You seem to underestimate how broke I am these days.
I dropped hey, while Iran is rethinking their life choices about going against the United States, that tweet went viral. And then the tweet after that about asking a kid if he wanted to join ICE.
That one was hilarious. I loved that.
That's hilarious. I wasn't even. It just came. I wasn't joining the party to like ask a kid about ICE. It just came up when he said he wanted to be joining SWAT, and I was like,
yeah.
He said he wanted to join SWAT. I was like, hey, maybe he can join ICE. And like,
yeah, well, you know, one of those has like a higher barrier for entry, and surprisingly, it's SWAT.
Everybody's like, what? How could you?
So, like, if a child just says something out of pocket, why would you escalate it? Like, if you're an adult in the room and a child says something inappropriate, in what world does it make any sense for you as an adult to escalate that situation, right? You should be trying to, like, either make it a teaching moment or, like, diffuse the situation, right? Like most normal adults would do that. Escalating it and then putting the child on the internet, whether they're anonymous or not, is incredibly problematic, I'd say.
Ask that or say that to a kid. I was like, I thought it was hilarious. And like,
yeah, no, I thought that's funny too.
What if I went to your children and asked if they wanted to join RuPaul's Drag Race? Huh? What if I did that? Okay, I bet you'd have a real fucking cow about it.
But all the like, you know.
Also, bro, one of my buds is gonna be crushing a watermelon on stream. What the fuck is your excuse? Hop on it, Melon Man.
A bunch of people on Twitter was like mortified by it.
Listen, we live in a world of beautiful women, non-binaries, and everything in between. I am who I am. I see sexy fictional women, and I say so. Why should I lie about loving mommy milkers, bubble booties, and thick thighs? I am a man. That's just my nature. Well, now you're just trying way too hard, I think. You know, I don't disagree with any of that. You're true. You're true. Dude, actually, no. Bubble booties is a really insane way to write that.
They're like, I can't believe not only
Yeah, now that's a clip chip chat.
telling people about Jesus and Fortnite, but he's telling kids to join ICE. Like, this is outrageous. Like, and
Somebody stop him.
That's kind of why
He doesn't even have the die strength to do it, but he's trying. Let me lay it out for you. It requires an insane amount of strength to crush a watermelon. I cannot underestimate how much power you have to put into your legs to crush a watermelon between your thighs. It is insane how much power you need to put through it.
do like some of the things I do because I know it triggers like this whole crowd of people, and the fact that it triggers them.
Here's the thing. I don't even really give a shit that he does this in Fortnite because it's like literally a nothing burger. Like, he's not really going to be convincing anybody to either like join ICE or become a Christian or anything, right? So what you're saying is we should all send you a watermelon to the P.O. box. I mean, there's lots of things you can send through a throne, but I don't think you can send perishable vegetables. I mean, fruits. But you can't do that, is what I'm saying. Right? But it's like, like none of that stuff is going to get anything, right? So yes, people reacting strongly to it are you know, they're pointing out how hypocritical and wrong it is for you to do that. Y'all are being cowards. I'll say it with my whole chest. I like overweight women. I like fat bitches. I love women who know how to eat and are not ashamed of it. I love my girlfriend, and she is definitely a Pixie chick. What are we doing today, guys? What is wrong? What is it? Is it like the fucking vernal equinox or something? What's going on? What is going on? What is going on? The worst part is you're donating $1, but you know I'm going to read it out. You know? The faithful peanut gets people acting all adulterous, dude. Chat reflects the streamer. Confessing these kinks or anything that I find attractive with zero mention of anything else, you know? I think stream went down for a second, but it should be back. Just refresh. You know, I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking. But you're coming to me and you're You're prophetically claiming, you know? A dam was broken and the freak energy is flooding in. Yeah, I'm becoming a confessional for this. I'm becoming a confessional. Yeah, it's not like I disagree. I can't believe you're shaming chat. I'm not even shaming chat. I can't be shaming because I agree. You know, but it's just like, it's like if I walked on camera and said all these insane things. I'll say it. We all think Diesel is a hot gentleman. I want to see him in a maid outfit, crushing a watermelon between his thighs, and get wet, because we're wet for him. Even the guys in the chat. Yes, I am a guy in chat. I've been pushing some serious volume in the gym, okay? I need to crush this goddamn watermelon so I can move on with my life, all right? I can tell you, I pushed, like, how much did I push in my last workout? I think I did, I think the volume that I put out was about 23,000
Nothing
pounds.
he said was wrong. I need them college softball player thighs to absolutely destroy me.
Please bring back the confession stream. I can't bring back a confession stream because you guys will just use it to be like, I'm fucking miserable and suicidal and I don't have a fat girlfriend. Okay? Like, that's why. Yeah, Anonymous, he thinks that's crazy. I had an ex who was like a defensive rugby player, and she was also like a karate or like judo black belt or some shit. That was funny. Lemon, do you want a fat GF Diesel? I'm not. I mean, I'll settle for like. We'll start simple. Alive. We'll move from there. Oh shit. No, D wants a Fuda. No, Slug wants a Fuda for me because he wants a Fuda.
Is hilarious to me because it shouldn't, but it does.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And I'm like, who cares if I'm talking to the kid about joining ICE? Like, who cares? And these other people are like, I can't believe you would do that. Hang him. It's like, okay, bro.
I just
anyways,
don't take anything that people on Twitter say seriously because they're something else.
But now I just
missing
post,
people.
yeah, it is. Well, I was kind of convicted because like there is like one of the things.
Slug wants to cuck you? No. He doesn't want to cuck me. He wants me to have a Fuda for some reason.
Like God hates. I think I gotta read it again. I think it's like people who are quick to like start strife or something like that. And so I was like, man, is that what I'm doing? And I was like, nah. It's like, because I'm not trying, like when I'm talking to this kid about joining ICE, I wasn't thinking about how I'm gonna cause so much division with it. I just thought it was funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not your intention, is it?
Yeah. Now people are posting like this one guy posted this thing on Twitter that I commissioned him to make an action figure of me.
Listen, I won't admit to any fetishes, but if you cosplay and got a fat ass, my DMs are open. I should make it abundantly clear that the last time my community was used for people to hook up, it caused like 1 billion problems. Okay? Because for some reason, one of my mods was running around getting digged down while the other one was sending fucking remote controlled vibrators across the ocean. Meanwhile, everybody was watching the stream at the same time. Last time this happened before? Yeah, more than once. Guys, take it to VC.
And it's an action figure of me.
Yeah. How am I supposed to send you DMs when you are anonymous? Well, that Axis did it. Axis wrote his name on that.
With like,
was that when your mods got caught gooning? Yes. Yeah. Well, the mod that gooned was one time, and then the other time that a mod gooned, it was actually the mod who was gooning and Nani. So there you go. You and Diorio have one thing in common. Chatter's fucking while they have you on screen. The worst part about it, Poos, is that they did it because they're like, wouldn't it be funny because this happened to Diorio? Wouldn't it be funny if we did it with Diesel? Okay. Nani was gooning in VC. Guys, we've been over this, okay? I'll just say it straight. Let me just say it straight, okay? No fault of their own, and I didn't find out that it happened until after both of them were gone from my life. So take this with a humongous grain of salt. But Nani and Pharaoh, former mods, were hooking up for a while. And according to sources, he was hitting it from the back while both of them were moderating me from a Roku TV. Okay? So, and you know, assumedly, if you're watching me while some guy plows you, you're probably thinking about me, which I'm amazingly flattered by, but you know, brother, where do you find these people? I just want to say that I have talked about this before. This is not new. Hating a girl for multitasking. Like in real life hitting it? Yes. Yes, in real life. Yes. I'm still confused at how you get these people in your life. Like, do you attract these weirdos? A streamer represents his chat. To be clear, I've never hooked up with anybody in my chat before. That has not happened. Yet. Not yet. All right. All right. I can't even say I'm not. It's not like I'm not flattered. I am. That is a tremendous compliment. That I am the object of your desire in that moment. I'm hilariously flattered. I seem to recall you saying before you were against the idea that you weren't. Yeah, I'm not against the idea, but it's not like it's happened. Listen, Diesel, don't fuck up my bull game. Oh my god.
Obviously a Dawn.
Yeah, I need a new one.
Is it the Super Mega one again?
No, it's this guy says, "Hey, I'm still finishing up the commission, but thank you for hiring me to make the action figure." And like he shows an invoice billing to like my name and Faithful Sheriff at balance due $2,000. It's like, why? I didn't do that.
I don't think I've seen this one.
I'll see if I can post it.
Do you think you'll ever make official merch?
Diesel, if two people watch or mod your server or chat while doing it, is there fantasy you in the cuck chair or a threesome with you and them in it? So, to be clear, I heard this via a third party. I don't know how true it is. But with the two mods that were hooking up, is that Pharaoh was filling in because she couldn't get me. So, you know, it was one of those things where, you know, you just close your eyes and you're like, I'm imagining somebody else, you know, so. Pharaoh is definitely filling in something. Yeah, but what if somebody actually gave birth in your VC? I don't. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to sit down and like.
I
think you guys should post.
This stream has gone so off the rails, dude. I don't even know what we were on about. I gotta be honest. This tea is hotter than the peach tea you sell at Mana Potion Coffee. It's really not. It's really not.
Your official merch idea.
What if they live streamed the birth? Then I'd be like, don't do that. I'd say don't live stream the birth of your child. I'd say that. That's what I would say. Like a normal person, I would say don't do that.
Is in the Discord where it says
like the suggestions.
Yeah. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna put my character on a shirt and that says the Faithful Sheriff. And
well, listen, man, you might as well embrace the Faithful Sheriff with the big old wiener on it. You know, just do that.
You know, maybe let's witness. You know, but like
that'd be cool.
I'm not good at designing, so like if you guys have ideas,
yeah, that birth live stream would cut in on my revenue for sure.
Put them in there, and that way I can go off of that.
Why are you people asking these questions? What are these? I don't even need to dignify these with a response.
Or if
I would always suggest a plushie of the.
Well, sure.
Of the mask.
Could you? Yeah. Who the fuck is gonna want to make a big old peanut plushie of your stupid ass?
Oh.
Because it's funny.
If somebody has, like, I don't know if what company would do that, but yeah, I mean, that'd be fun.
Like makeshift.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I know nothing about this thing, so like, you know,
they do it
I
for
remember
you.
back
So
a couple
they,
weeks,
if you
like a
reach
week or
out
so
to them,
ago. Sorry.
Hey, I'm posting in deputy chat the Is this it?
also, Sheriff, with all the trolls posting about you on Twitter, it like amplifies
Yeah.
your
Oh, that's
reach
awesome.
I posted in
and
deputy
gets
chat
like legitimate
the link.
here.
Okay, no birth. What if someone watches your streams or videos while pregnant? Well, that's fine. I'm sure that's already happened. There's like moms that watch my stream, you know. For some reason, I'm really like popular with like the 30+ crowd.
Deputy chat.
If we follow this logic, if someone gives birth while watching his streams, they want Diesel to be the father. You'd be surprised.
Did they actually make that?
I hope
Someone
not.
actually made that. No,
Imagine it being in the VC of your favorite streamers Discord, and you unexpectedly go into labor so you get banned.
I think
That
it's
looks
AI.
very real.
It does look
No,
real.
No, it's 3D printed. You can see the print lines. That's 3D printed and painted.
Honestly, very concerning amount of effort.
Imagine everyone in your stream calling you daddy. That fucking happens. What do we even? Diesel, imagine this thing that you live every day. Imagine this thing. Diesel, imagine all the people.
I know. I know it's
Or 7,000 likes. I don't know.
No, I mean everyone. I'd be like, what?
I don't know if that was worth it.
Oh, that wasn't the original one. Okay, I posted the
Oh,
one.
I've seen
Yeah,
something
go through.
else. I've seen something else when I looked on their profile.
What? Not sure what's funny, but
Oh
it's
my
real.
gosh.
I don't know if other people are seeing this now.
The guy's
No,
saying,
yeah, I saw that
the
too,
guy's
yeah.
claiming it's real.
Yeah, that's
No,
that's a
they're
blender
making-
I don't
font.
even know what they're talking about. It doesn't even sound like English to me anymore. uh,
It looks like they're making a inappropriate version.
Diesel, would you babysit your chatters or mods' children? I don't know. No. The answer to that question is no.
Of that figure.
Yeah, you know what? It. I can take a joke, right? But
Yeah.
like, and I honestly don't think the majority of my audience is kids, which is contrary to popular belief. I don't think the majority of my audience is kids at all.
Oh, definitely not.
I think the audience is like 18 to like 25.
Yeah, it's almost like I don't even remember what the fuck we were on about. Okay.
And then some older, obviously.
We
but, like,
have a policy that you can't leave children at our store, specifically because we're not a fucking daycare.
But what bothers me is, what if there is like a small amount of kids that do watch my content? Because for the most part, I don't swear, and like I don't.
You're not a child-friendly content creator. Absolutely not. You're not a child-friendly content creator. I think it's very obvious to tell that you're not a child-friendly content creator, and I think it would be very stupid of you to say otherwise. You got one guide so hard, it derailed everything. Yeah.
Claim that my channel is family friendly because I know the people I talk to will say inappropriate things, so I don't put the family friendly label on my stuff. But like, what if there is a small amount of kids that do enjoy my content? I wouldn't want them seeing that stuff, and that's what really bothers me about it. So, I get that it's adults having fun and like laughing about it, and I had a chuckle too. But like, I don't want kids seeing that.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why I think Super Mega did it. First of all, is because one, they're a-holes. Two is they wanted to like.
My son thinks your goblin is silly and points at the monitor when he sees his eyes bugging out. Well, that's nice. I feel like I've like been put inside a washing machine. You know what I mean? Like I've been spun around in like a bunch of water. You know. I wish snake women are real. I'm sorry. Have you seen that really big body pillow? I don't even know. This man is dizzy and disoriented. I'm gonna derail the stream even further since we're already. This call is honestly kind of boring. It's just kind of him being hug boxed by his community, okay? But I did find a really funny tweet in my feed today, okay? And you all need to see it. All right. So let me pull that up. Any more faithful sheriff lore? I'm gonna I have the Gaming for Hope video. I kind of want to go over that. The Dr. Witnesser video. So we're gonna do that. I just want to take like a little derail for a second. Actually, no. We'll circle back around to this near the end of stream. Okay. So, let me just get back on topic.
Okay.
I'm driving the train again.
Let's talk. Before I go any further, without even getting into my intro, I want to put a big disclaimer out there.
So this is like the video that Faithful Sheriff complained about. Okay. Oh, Diesel, have you weighed in on the fetishizing goth culture argument on Twitter? All right, I'm gonna let me actually. Okay, here's the thing. Alternative culture has a sexual streak to it. Okay. America is very sex negative, and American alternative and goth culture deliberately pushes back against that by incorporating sex and more specifically BDSM and leather into a lot of the outfits. Okay. To say that it is devoid of sex is insane because it is inherently part of pushing back against the cultural norms, which is part of the point of that. Elvira, case in point, yeah. But what about goth and other alt minors? That's they shouldn't be dressing like that, period. There you go. That's the answer. They shouldn't fucking dress like that. Answer simple. The answer is very simple.
I do not.
Goth people need third spaces. That's so true.
Hate Dr. Witnesser, nor do I think he himself should be.
I like how the way that this entire clip is cut is that he might have a shirt that says porn is bad on it, but the way it's cut makes it look like he just has a shirt that says porn in Times New Roman.
Condemned to hell.
Oh my god. Yeah, Hot Topic and malls are goth people's third spaces. Nobody goes to a mall anymore is the thing. You know?
Although maybe some of the things I say may come across like I hate him, I don't, and I want to make that very clear right off the bat. But with that said, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody.
I mean, that really gets what the argument is about, though. It gets to the point. You made to the point that you're made a non-consenting part of people's fetishes at times. If somebody is dressing so erotically in public that you are unconsensually involved in their kink, that is bad, okay? But if you are wearing leather straps on the outside of a fucking outfit, that is not the same thing as walking around with a dog muscle, okay? If somebody walks around with their partner on a leash, that's really different than some person wearing like leather cuffs and like a leather collar, okay? That's way different. There needs to be a difference in behavior. Right? The behavior would need to change, right? If a guy is walking around on all fours in public, you're like, what the fuck is going on? That's a problem. But if somebody's just wearing I've seen it where it's like it's like a belt and it'll wrap around the bottom of your stomach and then like it comes over like this and it kind of looks like half suspenders, right?
Out there on YouTube, wherever you are in the world, whatever.
No, I mean wearing regular non-fetish goth clothes results in other feeling like it's okay to treat you like a fetish is what I mean. Yeah, well then that's on the other person for treating you in a way that's like inappropriate. I mean, it's in the same breath as like people treating me as like exotic because I'm Latino, right? And that I dance to like Latin music, you know, that's like the same way where like regardless of like if you wear something like that, like there are people that will do those things and that's like inappropriate, and if it makes you feel uncomfortable you should vocalize those things, right? But like if they are just thinking something in their head, you can't ever like know that either, right? So like it's bad, absolutely, right? But it would only be like they would need to say something to you or the conversation would need to like go in a certain way. Otherwise, I know that I personally can't be bothered by what other people think of me as like a grown adult. Cause like I gotta like get stuff done in a day. So like if people find me sexy because I'm Puerto Rican, then like I just gotta live my life being like, well, it's either a plus or a minus in my case. if this dog mask guy being a pet by a kid that was actually a sex festival of Flotsam and the kid should have been there and it's on the parents, I don't even know where that kind of scenario would occur. But yeah, it's like, yeah, it's objectification. It happens to some people more than others. It can get exhausting. Yeah, like when that shit happens, it's exhausting. But like in the same way that people, can find like the goth mommy type thing, right? Then they're like attracted to that. Like I've seen people who are fetishistic about the same way about dudes who dress up in like rustic, like Western clothes, right? Like the cowboy ranchero aesthetic is pretty popular now, and 100% people fetishize that. Absolutely, people fetishize that, right? We're on a side of the internet where like the conversation about like the goth mommy thing is like a thing, but it's by no means exclusive to just goth and alternative fashion. I mean, part of it is like I dress in a way that attracts the female gaze, right? And I think at least for a lot of guys specifically, unless you're like a fucking idiot, you'll dress in a way where you want to attract a certain type of person, right? You do that. Part of dressing up is performative because you want to portray a certain like version of it. But the goth thing is like by no means an exclusive event that happens with tons of other things. You know, but I know that the cowboy one is like a really hot one right now. So absolutely that one 100% gets sexualized the same way. Also, if this is about the parking lot goth thing where they put the man's hand on the throat, it's an aesthetic called Grimbo, goth bimbo. I fucking hate the word Grimbo. Dude, my favorite Glump Shido in Star Wars is Grimbo. I seem to have tipped a domino in this conversation, my bad. Grimbo is too silly to be taken seriously. By the way, all of those women in that video in the McDonald's parking lot were all consenting to that, okay? That was part of their fucking business, okay? Let them do that if they want to do that. Don't crucify them because they dressed up as McDonald's employees with fucking black hair. Grimbo is a Legend of Zelda character. I 100% believe it. I don't dress as nicely on stream because I usually come back from the gym and then hop on live. But like if you see me in person, I almost exclusively wear button downs of some variety. Or like like a really simple, fellas in the chat, simple hack. Are you wearing a shirt? Does it go below the crotch line? Tuck it in. Does the shirt you're wearing go below the crotch line? Tuck it in. Better yet, if it rests like just below your waistline, tuck it in. Period. Tuck your shirt in. It'll make a billion years of difference. Also, I like a wide cut pant, but if your pants are so wide cut that you look like you're a bow-legged cowboy, your pants are too wide cut. Yeah, a Grimbo Gumbo, and he's like a chef on like some backwater planet in the Outer Rim. But like you know exactly, you all know exactly where the line is on the sexualizing thing. Absolutely. Like male fashion tips with Diesel. These aren't even, if these are fashion tips, then men are cooked. Okay. By the fact that I needed to learn that if I tuck a shirt in, I'll look 10 times more attractive is crazy. Like, I cannot believe it. Oh, also get your shit tailored. If you have pants and they feel too long, get them tailored. Even if you don't think they're too long, get them tailored a little bit. Tucking in your shirt will leave your hog dimensions to the imagination. That's a really funny one. Oh, yeah. I saw that clip. Wait, KJ, do you have that on tab? I want to pull that up. Wait, where is that? I was watching that earlier. Yes, I saw that exact clip about the skid marks. This is a crazy one. Khakis are underrated pants. They're pretty good. I think khakis can be kind of weird or they can be kind of like normcore. I don't like how like office Patagonia vest wearing they feel sometimes. You know, that's kind of where I am on that. Dude, this video just saying porn is absolutely generationally funny. Okay, yeah. Okay. Bunch of proud shit smashers in this video. You have shit stains in your underwear because you stand up to wipe your ass, smash all the shit between your butt cheeks. This is not a flex. This is not normal. You just don't know how to properly wipe your ass. Skid marks are a deal breaker. I feel like, okay, this might be a hot take. I think we kind of had a generation that was not taught how to wipe. Dare I say it? I think they weren't taught how to wipe. Absolutely. I also have IBS, so this is like really frustrating. I wish America adopted bidets, like on God. It would make such a huge difference for this shit. We wouldn't even be having this conversation if bidets were normalized, by the way. All right, we need third spaces in bidets, chat. What kind of IBS? The kind that makes me shit a lot.
Big fucking argument because I was talking about having shit stains in my underwear, and then I.
But like also respectfully, dudes, like you can get a toilet seat that does that for you. They're pretty cheap. I have not found a bidet that is affordable in my price range.
I need to get new ones, and he's like, "What the fuck, bro? I never get."
There are dudes though that think wiping your ass. This is a real type of person, but there are dudes that think wiping your ass is gonna like you're gonna accidentally dig in your butt, trigger your G-spot, and want to have gay sex. So they choose to never wipe their ass because they don't want to be digging in their butt.
Shit stains in my underwear, and I'm like, you're a liar. Any grown-ass man who lifts weights has shit stains in their underwear.
Honestly, I think the issue is more that these are subcultures and most people don't interact with them outside the commonly popular content, which is usually sexually charged. Same thing happens with VTubers and anime. People think it's a sex or a porn thing. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. Like, if you know someone who's goth, like, actually, and you, like, engage with the culture, like, some of the things that you learn are much more... Honestly, boy, oh boy, the having to, like, learn the music is, like... probably one of the more difficult things. It's the same for furries too. Yeah, no, absolutely it's the same for that. Absolutely.
And he's like, dude, I'm a 335-pound powerlifter. I consistently...
By the way, okay, so this might be pre-selecting for a certain group of people. If you lift heavy weights, and if you lift heavy weights and you've squatted ever, if you're pushing like 335 and up on a squat and you bend down ass to grass, there's a good chance that all the pressure you're putting on your body might just force a fart out. Okay, it might not even be up to you, right? So this group of individual might end up with skid marks more frequently than the average man, because of the sport that they do. You know, I would not be surprised if that's the case. Of course, with this being said, if you're a lifter and that happens to you, you should, you know, use the showers or like bring an extra change of underwear, right? Like these are not uncommon things to do. But just to say, like, the scenario in which that happens is a possible scenario. Because I have lifted some seriously heavy weights and you get down ass to grass, you don't have a choice. That fart is coming out.
squat and deadlift over 700 pounds, and I never get that shit. So I'm about to walk in this gym, ask every single man in here, and I guarantee
the poop weight is not helping you. I feel like, okay, this might be like insane bro science, but if I take a pre-workout, go to the gym, shit before working out, I feel like all of the sympathetic nervous system energy that I built up for the workout gets used up in the shit.
90% of them say yes. Let me know what you think.
Chris, you ever get shit stains in your underwear?
Of course.
And how old are you?
According to our body ergonomic specialist at work, this happens to poor airflow. You need to work on your breathing and airflow. Ah, okay.
27 years old. Do you ever get shit stains in your underwear? All the time. And how old are you? 21. Brandon.
What kind of demon shits are you taking?
You ever get shit stains in your underwear? Of course. And how old are you? 19. Question of the day.
Like, it can't be, like... it can't be that all these guys don't know how to wipe, right? Like, statistically speaking, is it just that these guys all don't know how to wipe? Or is it just that the sport that they do makes them fart? Notice how all these guys are all young. Well, what about the guy who's 27 saying that he gets skid marks?
You ever get shit stains in your underwear?
By the way, part of this, when I saw this tweet, I looked at who was posting it, and it's somebody from Eating Disorder Twitter, which, insane.
100% all the time. And how old are you? 21. Sam, you ever get shit stains in your underwear? All the time. And how old are you? 19. Chad, question of the day. What's that? Do you get shit stains in your underwear?
I use do wipes.
Okay.
Bro was like, I use wipes. Honestly, I wish more of our plumbing accepted wipes too. That's another thing, on God.
And how old are you?
I'm 46.
Aaron, does your underwear have shit stains?
All of them.
All of them. And how old?
That's kind of fucking gross, guys. Like, what? Guys. Just bring an extra pair of underwear with you. I don't understand what the fucking problem is.
How old are you?
I do think there's a generational issue that many people weren't taught how to wipe properly, but I have no evidence for that, so I can't even go further than saying, I think a generation wasn't taught how to wipe correctly, and nobody's gonna believe me. How bad is it that this shit isn't coming out?
They should.
Easy, just have a separate trash can. That could be a lid for wipes. No. No.
No.
Yeah. Question of the day.
What's up, bro?
Does your underwear have shit stains in them?
No.
None of them? And how old are you?
20.
One guy out of that whole group is like, thanks, Diesel. Will now conduct research on wipe education on my campus. I am very curious. I'm very curious. But I will say, I think the gym pre-selects for guys who are more likely to produce skid marks than the average male. But that's just my theory. That's like a pet theory there. My trainer was a bodybuilder, and she said this happens to her. Just bring an extra pair because it happens. Yeah, I really do think this sport of lifting causes that to happen more frequently. I think that is not an unreasonable thing to say. I think if you asked a bunch of men that go to the gym, yeah, they're more likely to be those guys. Also, I'd wager, this is gonna make me sound crazy. I think this is gonna sound crazy. I think a guy who lifts weights at the gym has a tighter ass than one that doesn't. Okay? And I want you all to stick with me for a second, because you're gonna be like, really? Really? Interesting, Diesel. You like you holy clipped. When you are doing a leg exercise, right? So like I hit Romanian deadlifts today, right? I hit Romanian deadlifts today. And your ass gets a crazy workout with deadlifts and Romanian deadlifts. And so you squeeze your cheeks as you run through the motion. Okay? Because if you want to do it correctly and appropriately, you move slow with intention. And yes, you squeeze your cheeks. So I would argue that the average gym guy probably is more like that than anybody else, because when they go down to sit, they're like clenching to go meet the bowl. Also, people need a lot more fiber. Absolutely. 100% agree. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is going to make me sound crazy, says the man who previously was talking about stream pregnancies and wipe etiquette. I was not talking about stream pregnancies. You all were talking about stream pregnancies. I was simply responding to such strange verbiage, okay? Yeah, that can happen too. You can definitely piss yourself if you're pushing a lot of weight. Absolutely. But yeah, there's many things about this that make me do a think. Okay. I will say though, I think dudes should probably normalize bringing a pair of wipes with them, or bringing some wipes with them. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea. You know. Hold on. What is this? Slate.com. Hold on. Men's hygiene is in a very sorry state. Reddit has disabused me of any notion that men know how to clean themselves. Could it, unironically, could this, I feel like there's some gender disparity in this thing being taught to people, okay? Right? Like it's just very funny when this stuff is brought up, because it's like, this is men's fault, but like when it's the other way around, it's like it's society's fault. I feel like society has a role to play in this. I just can't put my finger on it. And am I wrong for saying that I feel like there's some much higher standard of societal problem here? What, like the wipe gap? Here's a terrible fact I wish I could unlearn. Countless men, otherwise respectable husbands, fathers, and brothers and boyfriends, perhaps even yours, never even bother to wash between the cheeks when they bathe. I don't even know how you do that. And that's if they get around to bathing at all. Plenty of men rarely do. I don't even know where that would happen. Well, to be fair, women have a higher standard for hygiene, because a stank-ass woman can literally die from a yeast infection and urinary tract shit, but men just be crusty. Men can also get problems. You can say it comes back to society with the boys will be boys attitude and the 13-in-1 men's products, reducing men's hygiene to a chore to get around. Yeah, there's like all of a majority of men's like care products are all based around the idea of getting things done quicker. And then traditionally done men's haircuts are all based around low maintenance, right? Or like getting things done quicker, right? Like everything with men's hygiene is based around getting in, getting out, and getting to work quicker. Like to get around, blah, blah, blah. Not the seat, not the floor, not where the sun don't shine. Many men aren't brushing their teeth. That's a crazy one. Not brushing your teeth is such like a bad one for your overall health. Seriously, like brushing your teeth twice a day is so fucking important. It's gonna make such a big difference for your health. They're wearing dirty clothes, sleeping on dirty sheets. I 100% believe this one. 100%, yeah. I definitely don't clean my sheets enough. But I also am rarely home. I really don't have time, and I also can't do my laundry at the same time as streaming, so I have very little downtime to do my laundry. I maybe get like every other week. I have enough clothes that I can do it every other week. Brush your teeth. It damages your heart if you don't. Let's see. And eating from dirty dishes. Men do be getting the paper plates, not gonna lie. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't change their sheets that often. I think a lot more people than just men. I think that's a lot more people than just men. Do you change your pillow sheets though? Yeah, I change my pillowcases more regularly. Even then, I definitely don't do it enough. Having dirty pillowcases is bad for your skincare on your face. Obviously, I'm very cognizant of that because I have like the Korean skincare routine. I do it like twice a month. Yeah, that's where I'm at, Starshine. The dirty clothes thing is funny because what counts as a dirty clothes is very interesting. I don't really know what that means. More than you guess are shitting in the shower. That's crazy. Some men are peeing in the sink. That's not crazy at all. I 100% believe that. The sink is like perfect piss height for so many men. It's because the pissing in the sink thing is because people are like, use less water and they don't want to flush the toilet, right? So they piss in the sink because it works like a urinal. You shouldn't do that because of the pipes, but you know. They piss down the sink drain. As a guy who long ago fell into the cult of Japanese washlet bidet, I can see that my expectations of the next fella's nethers may once have been a tad over rosy. Not anymore. Not after years of Reddit. In this column, r/Farhad, Farhad, explore the bottomless curiosities of the internet's free-willing discussion site. One of the more interesting things on Reddit is the way it illuminates latent social phenomenon, because its pseudonym allows people to post about delicate problems from behind the veil of a clever username. Reddit is terrific for helping people, blah, blah, blah. Okay. These issues are quite serious. Things like illness, addiction, and abuse, but also really blah, blah, blah. Sure, not all men, but just a few men either. As first clued me in by the remarkable frequency with which complaints about men's cleanliness appear on Reddit, was repeatedly encountering one of the most awful, evocative euphemisms in English, skid mark. Also, why are we treating this like the skid mark is an imaginary thing? People have problems with their bowels all the fucking time. Okay, this is not a male specific problem. Women have this too. Tons of things happen. Women who are pregnant can also end up having skid marks in their underwear. These are not like, this is not a male exclusive phenomenon. This happens to everybody, and it is a byproduct of us being human. And so we have to manage it, okay? But the way that this is being talked about as such a gendered issue, I find to be ridiculous because everybody does deal with these things. I'd wager outside the ground crew of the Indianapolis Motor Speedways, nowhere is a problem of what to do about grown men's skid marks discussed more often in as much detail as on Reddit. My husband is one of those men who has skid marks in his underwear, wrote a 25-year-old woman last November about her 25-year-old husband. Not just his underwear. I think I would get a divorce if my wife was talking about my fucking butt on reddit.com. Not just his underwear, on a couple of occasions, he'd also left stains on the bed and couch. I don't... Okay. No, never mind. That guy has a problem. If you have such bad hygiene that you leave poop stains on your couch, I think you gotta let him go. You gotta let him go. Yeah, or he has like a serious health issue. Like either like he actually has like a log in his butt or something else. How did we get here? This stream has gone so off the rails. This has gone so off the rails. We're gonna keep going with this. We're talking about men's hygiene now. Okay, we're doing men's hygiene today. How does it pass the underwear and pants barrier? If it's wet, I guess. This is gross. This is like, okay, so dare I say this looks like maybe a wine stain? Could be cum, I guess. People don't want to deal with the uncomfortable truth of the human body is gross, including women's bodies. It's a bad thing for other women. Yeah, absolutely. She offered him a range of ideas for addressing the issue: wiping better, washing better, seeing a doctor. He treated the whole thing as a non-problem, insisting she was being overbearing. Another woman, 29, wrote last month that after moving in with her 33-year-old boyfriend and baby daddy, she realized he didn't brush his teeth and showered so infrequently that he somehow smelled like cat food. How did you date this guy and never notice that he smelled rancid? These things she could almost live with. She didn't even mind the stains she found in his underwear and pants. But a skid mark on the bed, she wrote, what the fuck? I'm sorry. How did you get to this point with this man in your life that you have a child with him? And at no point do you ever notice how dirty his body is, or that his breath smells, or any of that. I'm not saying that he bears the responsibility, absolutely, but how do you live your life with so much reckless abandon? How do you live your life with so much reckless abandon? Did she only see him on his shower days? That's a great question. Yeah, throwing out my underwear that frequently would be really expensive. But skid mark on the bed? I don't know what the fuck is happening that a guy leaves a poop stain on the bed. Yeah, can people not smell? Multiple times I've gone to make the bed and noticed a nice smear of shit on the side. She raised the problem with him several times, but it has continued to happen again. What universe does this happen? I need to buy a bidet. I'm so done. I know I'm clean, but now I'm like overly... I'm definitely a guy who's like way... Here's the thing. I think guys who are fat or who are fat or formerly fat are more conscientious of their body odor, because when you're bigger, you produce body odor and you need to be more up on your like cleanliness. Though it did them little good, these women at least raised the problem with their partner. A lot of women are so flummoxed by their partner's dirty drawers that their main question for Redditors is whether to bring up the issue at all. One woman who found 3 different brown stains after her boyfriend sat on her sheets and towels wondered, how do I talk to him about this without embarrassing him? Another woman wrote that over 15 years of sexual activity, she had 3 partners leave skid marks on the bed on 4 separate occasions. She was too stunned and grossed out to broach the issue. All she could do was ask herself, what's going on here? Why is this happening with such frequency? Meaning ever. Is this a wiping problem? Is this a leakage problem? I also think this is a leakage problem. I think a lot of fellas, I think a lot of us got to get our butt checked sooner. I think a lot more of us have hemorrhoids than they let on. I think a lot more of us have some serious anal fissures. And a lot of those things can cause bowel leakage, as the hemorrhoids will push out feces, and as a result, our bodies are leaking, whether we'd want to admit it or not, by the property of us lifting stuff throughout the day and doing like physical labor. I think that's also a reason why men get skid marks, is that a lot of them probably have all these problems with their anus and just don't realize it because they're too young and they wouldn't have gotten it checked. But there we go. I feel like I'm approaching this a lot more respectfully than Slate is. I don't want to like be patting myself on the back, but I feel like I'm approaching this a lot better than that. I feel like this article is just being like, aren't guys really stinky? You know, but it's like, there are really real reasons why this could happen to any gender, right? Yeah, we need more regular checks of our bowels and fiber intake. Yeah, because like, you know, this stuff could cause our sphincter, like hemorrhoids and stuff like that can cause our sphincter to not be able to close all the way, or for us to be able to control it with efficiency, and of course with the age it gets worse and worse, right? And this could happen to both men and women. You know, this could happen a lot more after pregnancy too, you know? Like, again, I'm trying to explain that, like, this stuff can happen to everybody. Like, you can get hemorrhoids. Anybody can get hemorrhoids. Anybody can have an anal fissure. I dare I say it. I think we gotta lower the age to get your booty hole checked. God forbid a prolapse. Yeah, that's something else. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There are two common reactions from Redditors to questions like these. One is shock. Many react to complaints about other men's filth with indignation that men aren't being given the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he trusted a fart he shouldn't have, or that all men might be tarred with some soiled brush. What? Men have a lot to answer for, but do we really need to be up in their faces about their fucking underwear and blanket statements about all men? Considering how common these stories are, though, men ought to can the outrage. A former assistant at the urology office said on TikTok last year that 7 out of 10 times men who visited her office left a poop stain on the exam bed. If those numbers are anywhere close to reality, it seems fair to assume that a random man's skivvies are closer to brown. Squatty potty. Thank you. That investment was life-changing. I feel like I'm a crazy person if I get a squatty potty, but I do think it would work. Squatty potties are legit. I want to try one out, but that's like one of those things that I don't know how the response would be. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll try that out. Some Reddit posts about men's hygiene do elicit deeper introspective over the state of men, including getting at the fundamental question: what is it about men's are reared and socialized that they're going out into the world believing that it's okay to be skidding wherever one sits? I don't think that is what men are thinking. I don't think... Again, my chat might pre-select for more dudes that are more, like, conscientious about, like, their physical appearance, okay? But I don't think the average guy is thinking that this is okay, right? This is, like, definitely something to do with, like, hygiene and how we deal and talk about our anus, okay? I think some of this has to do with the fact that we don't have discussions about these things. Right? Like, again, I really do think that a lot of this has to come down to, like, anal hygiene or, like, anal care. This is insane. What am I fucking talking about? I can't believe I'm a streamer who makes money saying this dumb, insane shit. This is insane. One theory is that men just aren't taught about the finer points of hygiene. That's because cleanliness is dismissed as a feminine trait. Parents give boys only the barest of instructions in why and how to clean. This is why it's healthy to look at your own poop. You can tell a lot about your health by checking it. Well, yeah, well, you worked in a poop factory, so you would know. My husband only just started washing his butt with soap, a woman posted in 2022. She explained his parents just told him to get in the shower and shampoo his hair and rub soap on his body with a sponge. Yeah, like, there's definitely also a generational thing with this, too. Would you feel better if you didn't make money by doing this? No, absolutely. Absolutely. No, I like making money for this stupid shit. It's funny. I get to turn around, walk in the real world, and say, yeah, I had like a full-on hour-long discussion with like a collective consciousness about poop hygiene. Another less kind suggestion is that many men simply think that keeping it clean, especially keeping clean their butts, is a little gay. but I'm skeptical that anyone truly believes this in 2024. Although there have been some anonymous viral Reddit posts arguing that wiping isn't for real men, they sure seem like trolls to me. Still, Reddit has cautioned me never to overestimate the next guy's commitment to sparkling underwear. Let me leave you then with a word for comedian Red Fox, who once made an album deal with just a very specific problem. He called it, "You gotta wash your ass." The toughest thing in the world is have to turn to your mate one night and say, "You gotta wash your ass," Fox joked. Knowing how difficult it is, I said it for you in this album. And I'll say it for you in this article. I'm begging you. Your partner's begging you. Reddit is... See, this is the problem I have with this article, is that it literally just presents... Like, this is just... I'm sorry, but this is, like, actually insane that Slate is, like, keeping this behind a paywall, because this is the equivalent of reading Reddit posts and providing zero fucking commentary for it, okay? Like, I dare I say it, I don't think I'm a master fucking philosopher, okay? But at least I'm suggesting reasons why this is happening and how we could get to the bottom of it, all right? Pun intended, I guess. Fucking pun intended. But, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, the entire article is like, fellas, you smell bad, watch your ass. It's like, yes, I understand that. But, like, here's the thing. You could be a guy, you could wash your ass, and then you could still get skid marks. 110%, okay? So there's definitely a lot of health-related issues associated with this, 100%. I think our diets here definitely can cause a lot of, like, poor bowel movements, which can lead to poor anus health. The fact that we only wipe our butts with fucking dry paper is 100% another one. There's just so much here for why this issue could happen, and I 100% think that there are plenty of men who are just fucking lazy. I'm not saying that there's not, but I think it's one of those things where it's like, if you have an issue that you deal with, because I know they see the doo-doo stain on their butt, on their underwear, right? I know they see it with their eyes. So what I'm thinking is that, you know, after a while of tackling a problem, you just go, whatever. I think this is one of those things, right? Where they can't stop it from happening and then just deal with the consequences. This is a terrible stream to be eating dinner to. My dinner is meatloaf and diesels are ruining it. I've said all I needed to say about the fecal discourse, all right? I'm not saying men need to get it fixed, or I'm not saying men don't need to get it fixed. They absolutely do. I'm just arguing that maybe the problem is deeper than men have poor hygiene. Some of it is definitely poor hygiene, but I think a lot of men, more than we think, are walking around with serious lower bowel and sphincter problems and are not getting those things addressed. We also do not have a very high fiber diet, so there's also that. If you get your body used to fiber, you can take Taco Bell without risking losing an hour or 3 of your time. Diesel, do you think big companies want us to not have proper anal hygiene and bad diets? I don't know if it's that, but the comparisons and differences between Korean skincare products and American skincare products does make me skeptical about what the intentions of the products are, because a Korean skincare product does 10 times the amount of work anything that I've bought from the States has done. And I've noticed that American skincare products dry out your skin and kind of like tear away the upper layer, right? It's not like very effective, right? And I don't know if it's like downstream of how we think about it, or how we think about hygiene and like care, like skincare. I think there is some cultural link here with it, in my opinion, right? I think there's like an overall consensus from these companies that are like, oh, this can be really quick and simple, so that way you can get back to the things that are important, right? Instead of like the toilet being a place where you do a task, it's like a interstitial space where you get through it as quick as possible so you could get to the real work quicker, right? That's what I think, right? And I think a lot of our products are based around that, right? Oh, you get more for this, so you need to do this less, right? Or like you can switch out your diet with like some fucking slop food, right? And get there quicker. But I also think like toilet paper is like really bad at its job, you know? But then also it's like, what are they doing to manipulate? What are they, you're telling me Big TP has some big conspiracy theory? Yeah, it's convenience and speed over actual health. Yeah. Yeah, it's convenience and speed over actual health. I think, you know, Americans are very much a go, go, go kind of people. So they look for products that encourage that go, go, go kind of mentality, you know? So I don't know if it's Big Toilet hiding something from us, but I do think that there's some, like, cultural thing mixed in here, okay? That's my thought on toilet paper. But anal hygiene overall, I think, isn't even discussed because I think here we're very averse to talking about that sort of thing because we're like, ew, poop, gross. I don't want to have these disgusting conversations. But like it's normal and natural and part of the human body, you know? So it's like not unreasonable to talk about, but we're so averse to that kind of discussion that we can't have anything productive because there's a whole group of people that are going to immediately like wig out about the absurdness of the conversation. When the reality is like, yeah, well, we probably do need to take better care of our health. And that includes this thing that is kind of a little gross. Yeah, it's a culture of needing to return to work to grease the wheel. Yeah. Yeah. Like you know, like what is it, like the Axe body spray, right, where they kind of treat it as if you just cover yourself in this gas, you'll smell nice and it'll cover up all the stink smell you have. That is sold really specifically to dudes, and they start that advertising in high school, and so guys never get exposed to like the variety of things that can help them manage body odor or any of this stuff. Like there are tons of things that could be used to manage body odor or like body care or skin care at all, and they just never get exposed to it because like they say, here's this thing that'll make you smell good, you won't need to bother about showering, and it'll cover up your BO stank. But I do think like a way that a lot of those things are marketed is also in the same realm. But this is so far from the topic that I am going to go to I don't know, to goon to a fat Grimbo. Oh shit. God, what a ridiculous fucking stream.